Hi everybody, welcome to Monkey Island Madness. This is a live Ustream show, taped Mondays at 1 o'clock Eastern. Come over and join us. I really, all I can say is I pretty much just do what Eileen tells me to do. So, there you go. And Brenda's going, I do not need magicals, I do not need magicals. And if you don't know what magicals are, they are really magic little powders that you can make the most gorgeous papers with. These were all made with magicals. These were made with magicals. I think this was just on an impromptu stream. I don't think I recorded it. For you, those of you that were here, this is the one where we put the stencil down, much like watercolor. I like that effect a lot. It's only half the sheet, but yeah, I like that. This is where we put some matte medium through a stencil. And then these were just sheets that we made. So I thought with some of these sheets that I have just laying around that we made, that I would, this one I think is gorgeous. It's just multicolored goodness is all it is. I'd hate to cut this one up, but I think I'm ready to. This one I will not cut up. I think this is my favorite magical page that we've ever made. And that's showing real yellow, but it's not. It's the yummiest green you've ever seen. I don't think this one I can cut up. Or if I do, I'm going to cut it up and make a journal cover for me. So, some of them are muted, some of them are real bright. These, I think, are the ones we did through the tissue paper. So, we can use these, we can make some different, we can do pretty much whatever we want, but I thought we would make some more papers much like this, where we cut it into shapes and then make it into a journal cover. I'm not going to scan them, Pam. If I want more, I'll just make more. I just can't scan it and remember everything. The blue and the purple, this one here, yeah, this one's pretty. So, yeah, but the problem with making this into a journal cover, and the colors are not being depicted accurately, but we just sat and did this one day because we could. Scan them before you do anything with them? I don't think so. Anyway, I thought I would go ahead and cut up some of these papers, make a cover like this, and turn it into a journal. And the reason I can't do that with this is because I haven't planned where the spine is. So I'm going to go at this a little bit different. On the woven ones, I just let the spine, and when I say the woven ones, I'm talking about these. I didn't have to really plan where the spine was, but on this where you've got random pieces of paper, to accommodate the fold, I'd have to build that in. So I think I'm going to do this in a journal cover, only start where I plan the spine first and then work around that. You know what I mean? Oh, this is the first stream you ever came to, Karen. Well, cool. Well, you're going to watch it again. Oh, you use the ones you scan as computer phone wallpaper. Okay. It's a journal. Why plan? Well, because the end product has to be usable, and that's the thing. I won't mind cutting these up and using pieces of them. Yeah, I won't mind, because I won't do anything else with them, you guys. So yeah, I'm thinking, and I still like this one. I mean, this was just a total, I think I glued down the paper and then colorized this one, where this one, I colorized the paper and then glued it down randomly. And I think that's what, I like this one, the randomness of this one, better than this one. Know what I mean? And this one again, the fold, because I didn't plan it in, would be really hard to accommodate. So that's what I'm thinking. All right? So that's what I'm going to do. Unless Eileen tells me something different. I know Eileen, she'll say, well, let's make new paper. Make card backgrounds with them. I'm going to start making cards and sending them out, Eileen. Is that what I'm going to start doing? Probably not in my lifetime. I used to make cards like crazy. All the time. This one I'm not cutting. Now this one I would scan and use it. Because this is just, ugh. This one, and there's one other one. Let me grab it. And it's so plain, it's not even funny, but it's, I love it too. This is another one. This is the one. This is one that we put gesso down. Now, Eileen likes to use the Magicals with gesso. And I like this one, but I would cut it up too. But you can see the brush marks. I don't know if you guys, can you? Yeah, if I get it close enough, you can see the brush marks in the gesso. And I kind of like this one with the drip edge. So I don't really want to cut this one up. But I would cut it up. I don't care. But this one, I don't know why. That is just so appealing to me. I will figure out something to do with this one for me. Yeah, the blue-green one, that is some kind of awesome, isn't it? So those two I'm going to keep for me because I like them. The rest of them are fair game. We can do anything we want with them. And I like the black. If we're going to use a colorful one, I like the black background. So it is texture. Yeah. Yeah, the brush marks, they came out some kind of cool. And then all of this, this is either cleanup or just stuff that I have. I'm going to go through all this, and it's just on regular text weight paper. I'm going to go through all it and send it to Debbie Epps. And she can use it in her collage. And I'm about due that entire stack of paper that we've created, believe it or not. I'm going to get some black cardstock. Okay, sorry, I had to open a new package because I used all my other ones. Speaking of which, if there's anything I need at Michael's or anywhere tomorrow, let me know. I'll be in Joplin. I can go shopping. All right, I think this, yeah, these are all on cardstock, and I'd rather use the cardstock, so. There's a die to make journals. Not that I'm aware of. Lisa L. Okay, and for those of you who maybe want to make your own journal, I'll just go ahead and show you how I just start the process. Okay, this is the journal that I decided to keep for myself. I did keep one. If I haven't used it in some reasonable period of time, I'll give this one away too. I need a full set of Copics. I don't think so. Okay, these journals ended up being, and I like the size of these, 8 3/4. You guys can't see me, but I'm measuring. 8 3/4 by 6 3/4, I believe. Yes, with a 1-inch spine, about a 1-inch spine. But these were determined by where the where the weaving was, because I knew I could get a good nice crease there. So yep, so I will make this one. Look at this. Alright, this is Michael's cardstock, and I'm measuring it, and a standard size sheet of paper is 8.5 by 11, correct? This paper measures 8 and close to, or 11 and an 1/8. So good luck finding the middle of that. Their quality control is horrible. Alright, so 5.5 is the center. I'll keep the 1-inch spine. I like it. Okay, and then you guys can't see the marks, but they're there. Okay, so the width was 8 3/4, so that's 4 5/8. Is that correct? I believe it is. Four and a quarter. Nope, 4 3/8 would be my center. All right, 4 3/8 is my center. Can't believe I have to sit down and do this math every time. Every time. All right, and I'm going to work bigger than. Look at, there's magical powders everywhere. I already got this black dirty. I don't worry about that. If I have to, I'll go back in with acrylic paint or something and cover it up. Alright, there's my work area. Here's my spine. And this may or may not work, you guys. I don't know. I'm just doing it. But I'll construct the journal itself much like I did those other ones, okay? There's my spine. There's the front panel, back panel, okay? And then top to bottom, it doesn't matter. But the book itself is going to be, I'll just come down 1 inch. That's fine. And it's going to be 6 3/4, so that's pretty much that. I just came down 1 inch, and that's entirely arbitrary. But now I know where my work area is, and then when I'm all done getting the pieces down on it, I'll cut it out of here. And this is much how you do a layout if you're planning a book page or anything else. This is exactly how you do it. You figure out where your copy's going to fit and then work around your basic layout, and that's all I'm doing here. Hi, Real Bunny. Oh, you changed your name, Real Bunny. Yay! I call her Real Bunny because Heather is Bunny Designs, I believe, and everybody called her Bunny. But Bunny is the real bunny. Yeah. So, and Bunny Designs is Heather. Okay, if you search journal dies, okay. I don't know what they're talking about. Okay, so now really, I'm going to set that aside, and we'll pick out which paper or papers we want to cut up and use. And they're going to be sitting on a black background. So, and I'm going to cut them into the square and rectangle shapes randomly. I mean, this was totally random. I think I tried to keep them 1/4 inch sizes so I had stuff to work with. So I really like this one against the black. This one I love, love, love. I love them all. What's wrong with me? This one I would probably do against a navy blue, so that one I'm going to set aside. And then this one against the black would be really, really pretty. So if you have a preference, put it in. Otherwise, I'm just going to, I think I might just, and there's no law that says that I couldn't cut up these two and use them together, or these two. I kind of want to keep, you know, minimal color, except that's why this one's so darn pretty, is the multicolored aspect of it. The blue and purple one, this one, or this one. This is the one I think you're talking about. I don't know. You know what? I'm thinking maybe cut this one up so it comes out more like this. I think that's what we're going to do, you guys. I'm going to use this one. I'll cut it up. And this one, because there's a lot of the same colors in both of them. All right. Everybody just got overruled. All right, and just to make Eileen happy, I will use the paper cutter on something like this because it's not critical. Y'all know that I don't like these cutters, and I really don't. But now I'm just going to cut out, don't cut the, I'm not going to cut the bubble one, Suzanne. I'm not going to cut it. I'm not. I'm just going to cut these. And I'll cut them into just random size pieces. Poor Suzanne's having a cow. Don't cut it. Alright, this has got to get out of my way. And I have these pieces left over, and I was going to, my thought was originally, well, just use up that stuff. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to. You like this choice where we'll do alright, so the paper is starting out at 9 inches. I don't really want to be working with 1/4 inch pieces, but I'm going to cut like 2 1/4 inch. So if I have a small place to fill in, I have some small pieces, but I don't really want to be working with 1/4 inch pieces, frankly. But I'm going to. For fill in, do it. Make them thin strips too. Don't be so precise. Oh my God. That's my boss telling me what to do. It's a good thing I never worked for her in real life. That would have been so not pretty. I wouldn't have had a job, actually. Okay, I cut a couple of 1/4 inch, couple of 1/2 inch. Now we'll do a couple of 3/4 inch. Does it kill you guys to just cut this stuff up? See, this doesn't bother me. Cutting up stuff like this? Nope. I mean, it was pretty, but it's going to be pretty again. We'll do a couple of inch ones. Now, this is another thing that annoys me about this cutter is the 5 inch mark is just not there at all. I think it's right there. It's a good thing it's not precise. And I'm not going to make any of them larger than 1 inch strips, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe a couple, 1 1/4. What the heck. You would do them whatever size. Well, the thing is, When it comes time to glue them down, you might be really happy that you kept them all somewhat consistent size, because gluing them down becomes less of an issue then. And I'll do a couple of big ones. Now I'm just doing whatever measurement. I don't really care. Alright, that one we'll just leave. Alright. You love cutting it up? Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Alright, now this sheet was 8.5 to begin with. So, I obviously am using different kind of stock here. I hope the width or the thickness isn't that different, because that's going to be noticeable on the cover, which maybe isn't going to be horrible. Alright, 8 inches. And these kind of have a powdery feel, where all the magicals didn't get dissolved. Alright, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. Excuses, excuses. I was thinking, Eileen, yesterday during an impromptu stream, it was a Sunday, and so I just got on for a little while. Eileen and I were talking about, if we were together, that we'd have to rob banks. Eileen, I think that's really a plan we should consider. I was thinking about it later. I thought, oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. With CB driving us around. And I'm not being so careful with the measurements, you guys. Whatever it is what it is. I'm going to do a couple of ones that I know are an absolute inch. Yeah, put glossy accents. I don't know if some of you knew, yesterday I was... No, I guess that was Saturday morning. I was using glossy accents and my crazy cat jumped up on the table. And I had to grab her really fast before she was dragging glossy accents all over my house. Alright, now. These I will also try and keep on a 1/4 inch measurement, because it's kind of like a puzzle. It'll all go together easier if it's 1/4 inch pieces. Here's 1, 2, and it's I want some kind of narrow and some thick. Oops, I guess I could pull this down a little bit so you can see. But what you end up with is just a bunch of pieces that will end up just grabbing randomly and gluing down. Of course, the bigger they are, the less fussy they're going to be. And really what I ought to be doing, honestly, is working on my ATCs for Angie's Swap. Hi, CB. You missed the giveaway, CB. I'm just cutting up papers to start gluing down. CB is all I'm doing. It's probably enough. I'll save that for later. Do some of these crazy colored ones. They're so pretty. And this is 12 inches this way. Look at Eileen. You lost. Look at these pieces. Is that not pretty? Okay, there's 3/4. This one's really pretty too. When you cut them out like that and then isolate them, look at how pretty that piece is. Can you see that? That is just downright lickable right there. You have yours almost done? Oh my gosh, I am such a failure right now. For real, this next piece is really pretty too. Look at that. I know, I could ooh and ah over every one of these, so. And the rest of this sheet isn't that pretty. I'm not crazy about that part of it. It's just not that pretty, so I'm going to probably not cut that up. And if I need it, I have it as backup to come back to, but yeah, I'm probably not going to use that. I like these pieces that have a little bit of white on them. Yeah, some of these are some kind of pretty. Look at this one. I know. Do we have to look at every little piece? But look at this one. Ah! Butterfingers. That's a really interesting little piece of paper right there. And I need to do some little ones, so if I need, well, I don't want to do too little because, yeah, you know why. Now I'm going to start doing some pretty big pieces, or I'm going to be at this the rest of my natural life. So yeah, I see more journal covers than you guys' futures, frankly. Look at this. I'm going to cut that little piece off there, but I'm going to try and keep that whole thing intact because it's too pretty. I'll cut the little bit off this end. Put that under a piece of acetate and make a pin. Oh, now, see, Eileen is really getting smart here. Look at this, too. Right there. Oh, there's some pretty, pretty pieces here. I'm going to make this one bigger. That's 11 inches. I'm going to go down another half. That one I'm going to leave. No, I'll cut a little bit more off here. I'll cut the 1/2 inch. Now, if you guys sit around and think, my gosh, she is so anal. Hello. How would you like to live with me? I'm not crazy about that whole piece in there. I mean, it's not horrible. It's just not great. I'd rather have something more interesting, really. So, the pieces that I'm not finding just crazy pretty, yeah, they'll, oh, look at this. It looks like lunar designs, you know? I almost got my knife in the, or my finger in the blade that time. That would so not have been pretty. Uh-oh, somebody got banned. What's Eileen doing? This one actually, these are pretty big pieces, but I guess that'll be okay, huh? It'll go together a lot quicker if they're bigger. I'm coming up on a really pretty part here too. Yeah, they are, when it starts going together, it'll be like, oh man, this is cool. It's hard to tell. Like right now, but when they start getting glued down and you can actually see the little pieces, oh my gosh, they're pretty. And these are just for fill-in, these little tiny ones. Kimmy, Maggie, and let's see, Kimmy and Chatty Natty. I don't know that Chatty's ever been at one of the streams before, so it was really a couple of newbies and then Kimmy Poo. So it's all good. And I'll give away more. I give you guys almost everything I make. Because I'm nice that way. Oh, I got to go a little bit further on that one. So what are you guys doing today? Is anybody working on anything? Dee Dee, that portrait of that dog was so well done. It was so beautiful. Good on you. That's what I ought to be doing, is practicing doing that and not do this. But oh well. Because yeah, that is something I would just be so proud of myself if I could do that. Okay, you visited streams before. I just tuned in and saw numbers flying. Oh my gosh, Chatty. That's too funny. She's just stopped in, saw numbers flying by, so put a number in. And won. If I was you, I think I'd run down to the filling station right now and buy myself a lottery ticket. Yeah, I wish it had shown up better too, Dee Dee, frankly, because I would have loved to seen that whole thing very close up. It was so gorgeous. Chatty, go buy a lottery ticket right now. I am so not kidding you. You need to do that. You're editing photos. You're making a grocery list. That's probably what I ought to be doing since I'm going shopping tomorrow. Well, I'll be in Joplin. I can go shopping. But usually, yeah, while Robert's getting his treatment, sitting there absolutely makes me a nervous wreck. I'm not kidding you. So I usually just say, I'm going. And then the first place I go is McDonald's and get an iced coffee. I love McDonald's iced coffee. I can't believe I spend $3 for it, but oh well. I figure it's my reward for doing crap I don't want to be doing. I mean, I like supporting Ratatouille, but really, sitting in that treatment room, you'll go cuckoo crazy. Watching you and waiting for hubby to get back from the eye doctor. Okay. You're making labels for your ink pads. Oh, Jean. Okay, good, Erin. Gosh, you guys are all busy. Okay, good. So I'm not boring you to death? Sweet. I was trying to clean up around here a little bit this morning while Dee Dee was on. Because I don't know how I can make a mess like I do. But I am literally the messiest person I know. I think I'm doing good, and then the next minute, everything's upside down, backwards. Okay, you're coloring. Suzanne, Robert gets treatment for his leukemia. Believe it or not, it's arsenic. Like rat poison, for real. But it's the proven treatment to cure it. So, unfortunately, he's not had any bad side effects from it. And I think in that regard, we've been really, really lucky. But it's just an infusion like any chemotherapy, only it's not chemotherapy. I mean, it's treated exactly like chemotherapy, but it's not, in fact, chemotherapy. So, how is that for a really, really confusing answer? But yeah, Robert has leukemia. And now that I've told everybody, I don't mind if it's out there. For a while, I was pretty careful about what I was saying and what I wasn't saying, but now it's out there. The kids know, everybody knows, so yeah, it's all good. It's all good. All right. I'm going to do some more of these orange ones, and we'll start slapping them down. Yeah, he was just diagnosed in, what was it, May? Yeah. So all that time that I was telling you guys we were on a road trip, Suzanne, we were actually down in Oklahoma City getting treated for leukemia. And I was pretty cryptic about it because I was very selective who I talked to about it. Because I didn't want the phone calls and the questions, because there was so much we didn't know. And before everybody freaks out, it is the good kind of leukemia that can be treated and cured. So, yeah. So don't freak out and think the worst. We have been incredibly fortunate. Oh, I gotta save that little white. That's a cool thing. Okay, it's on there. And we were really, really lucky that he gets to get his treatments in Joplin. That has saved our lives. Alright, that looks like a lot of squares to work with. It is. I'm going to put this other aside. Look at, there's still some really yummy places. Look at that. Oh. And when I get bored later, I'll cut up the rest of it. But I think we have enough to start with. So let's start. Yep, we were very lucky, Karen. Very, very. Alright, I'm going to go. Yeah, he is doing well. I'm going to go wash my hands real quick before I put glue out. Or I'll have little glue fingerprints everywhere. The sun finally came out. Yay. Okay. All right, I think the easiest way to do this is to get my layout sheet that we created earlier. And I'm going to try not to be quite so anal as I normally am. All right, there's straight for me. That's what it looks like on the on the camera. So let me see if I can straighten you guys up a little bit. How's that? That's a little better. I think the easiest way to do this is to put it down with matte medium. And just paint out a little bit at a time. Oh my gosh, my glue water is so disgusting. You're eating chocolate? Yum, yum, yum. This is the only brush that I ever keep in water. It's my glue brush. I've used the same one for I don't even know how many years. This used to be my very favorite paintbrush. I love this brush. Now it's pretty much junk. I'll just put some matte medium out here on the mat. Not a whole lot. I need to check. I might have to buy matte medium tomorrow. And here we go. We're just going to put some down. Pretty good amount too. And grab a piece. And I'll use my lines that I put down, hoping they're straight, because that's going to determine how straight everything is from here on out. And then I'm going to leave, I don't know, maybe a little bit more than a 1/16 inch between them. And if I was really anal, and what I'm itching to do, frankly, is to get out a little spacer. But then Eileen would be on a plane coming here to kick my butt, I'm pretty sure. So, and I think the thing that makes it interesting is the variation in size and colors that you choose to sit next to each other. Know what I mean? And because this is Magicals, I hope I did not spray these, so the Magicals might want to move. They're permanent if they're, and I got to be really sure to get enough glue underneath. My hands are going to be one great big glue mess when I'm done. Yep, they are, they are. And then I might have to end up cutting some pieces to fit. Like here, I wanted that variation of a long one going this way and then a long one going this way. So now I have a place in there that I may have to cut a piece to fit. But that's okay too. I don't care. I'm going to be on here for 3 hours, whether you guys like it or not. One thing I will be a little bit cognizant about is keeping my brush strokes going the same way, because that may end up being noticeable. Did I cut any real thin orange ones? Hello. All right. I don't know if I did or not. Doggone it. Oh well, I'll just get the scissors out. If it'll drive Eileen crazy, do it anyway. You've been hanging out with me too long. Yep, didn't cut enough off. And then I cut too much. It's alright. Just center the black around it and it will not even be noticeable. It's like freeform crochet. Yeah, I mean, you can do it probably with almost any. Creative pursuit, you know? Now my line has been obliterated, but that's okay. Okay, and the other place that I'm going to have to be really careful, and I'll start planning this now, is here along the spine. I got to remember that I've got to keep a line there where my fold is going to go. And that's probably, if I'm going to turn this into a journal, probably the single most important thing is I've got to have one line there where the fold is going to be. Yeah, this is going to be cool. And then on top of this, if I want to put those black circles, you know, like I did the other time, I can do that. Now I need a really little one again. I like this one. It's got to fit. Nope, it's not gonna, but we're gonna make it fit. We're gonna make it fit. Now this is just getting darn right fussy, right? But this is the kind of stuff I could do all day long, you guys. I really could. Fussy doesn't bother me a bit. Okay, are you liking it? Yeah, I like the circles on top, and I will definitely probably be adding them to bring out the black of the background behind it. Yeah, I will probably definitely be doing that. What did I do with my pencil? Alright, who stole my pencil? Dee Dee? And save those little pieces because they'll probably be really valuable before this whole project is done. could have moved this one down a little bit. I'm going to try and move it. Nope, ain't going to move, so it's staying right where it's at. So there you go. There's your lesson. Don't think you're going to put them down and then pick them back up, because it ain't going to happen. I'll try and keep a little bit larger pieces there along that edge. Just because with handling, I would be afraid that the little pieces would pop off or something. I don't think they would, but I don't want to run the risk either. And I got that piece absolutely crooked, so that one's got to come up. It's just too crooked to live with. Of course, everything's relative too, right? Like, it's only as straight as the piece next to it. But when it's done, you won't notice. And I can go over the edge this way, because I'll trim that off, because I have my marks. Yep, that's the hashtag. Hashtag, it's all Eileen's fault. I use it all the time. Oh, that black on there wasn't permanent, and it's moved a little bit, but that's okay. It'll look cool. All right, looking at this in the camera, I'm liking it. Isn't it cool? See, if I make this stuff and then I want to keep it all, I'm just filling up this house with stuff. All right, what do I want next to that? Oh, I think I want this. All right. Now I'm going to have to cut a little piece. Bear with me here. Bear with me. Oops, I want that pushed up a hair. Oops, too much. Yeah, my hands will be a gluey mess when I'm done. Like it. Like it a lot. And keep in mind, if there's places where I feel like the spacing is funky or I don't like it when I'm done, that's where I'll put those black circles. This one needs to definitely be up here, for sure. Right there, next to the two boring pieces. Okay, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to cut that off right there. Over there, I don't have the luxury of going over the edge. Gosh, that one is a pretty, pretty tile. I'm going to have to lift that up, because look right there how pretty those two are. These are boring, but I think it makes the really interesting ones stand out more, because that orange paper was definitely far more interesting than the blue and purple. Okay, we want a really funky orange one here. I'm going to try and be careful about the size I put next to that spine too, because they could take additional wear and tear. In fact, I'm going to right now before that gets stuck down too much. I'd rather have the smaller piece. After I just said that, it made me think. I'd rather have the smaller piece over there than over on the edge. Now, I wish I had... That one's a good size for there. And that's a more interesting piece. And I'm going to put another blue one in there. Oh, this one's pretty. Cut to fit. That's what I'm doing right now. Cut to fit. Alright, you guys. And I'm sorry I'm not watching chat right now. Got stuff on my mind. Come on. Cooperate here. The little pieces are harder to work with for sure, for sure. Alright, now I need to get some blue on there. Alright, I'll take a second here and look at chat. So if you've got any questions, go ahead and slap them in there now. And I'll check in just a second. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Move the knife. Oh, alright. Look at Eileen there trying to keep me all safe and stuff. Just like a good boss should. Don't cut your arm off, stupid. Alright, there you go. I like that piece right there. Now, do you guys notice, and be honest, you're not going to hurt my feelings, that's for darn sure. I should have had a longer piece there, but oh well. Do you notice the difference in the sizes between the pieces? Is that disconcerting to anybody? It's not bothering me, but I'm just curious more than anything. Now see, I need to... Yep, that one's going to go there. Oh, Carly, don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about hurting my feelings even a little bit. If you want to stream, you get on and stream. Because I feel like it's the viewer's choice. You know? Like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. But thank you for being sensitive, but really, that's not something that would freak me out, get me upset at all. If you feel like streaming, or if somebody asks you to, get on and get after it. I'm good that way. Alright, I like this piece right here. Now I've lost my... I know it'll come back. I just don't know where it is right now. I've lost my line over on this side. The glare from the matte medium is obliterating it. There's some really pretty little pieces of paper in here. All right, what do I want in there? I'd like a light orange piece. I'm going to cut a piece off here. And hope it's straight. Oh, that's a pain in the neck, Carla. I'm sorry to hear that. Anybody who has patience to deal with stuff like that, good on you, because really, like, if, oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. If, like, uploading these videos to YouTube is a pain in the neck, I won't even try a second time. I don't have time for that. It makes me mad when it doesn't work like it's supposed to. That's about the best I can say. But I go on. I just go, okay, whatever. I'm not going to worry about that. Got other stuff to worry about. Okay, I want to cut right there. Yeah, I'm not good with computer hassles. I'm not going to hassle with stuff like that. Pretty much. All right. Got one more piece on the front, and then we'll try and come up with, and I may have to cut some more pieces for that spine. Because I don't want too much pieces there, you know? Know what I mean? Jelly bean. Okay. There's the front cover. And we're not done with it. We'll add some circles and yeah, but I'm liking it. Liking it a lot. Okay, keep in mind I'm going to leave a larger space here and here where the fold is going to be, because I don't want the pieces popping up. I really don't. I don't think they will, but yeah, I don't want them to. So, got some matte medium wandering around. Okay, so probably the easiest thing to do would be I left an inch. I'm not going to leave quite 1/8 of an inch, so my pieces I want to be 7/8 or less. Let's see what we've got to work with. That one's perfect. And it's big, so I think I'm going to do that like that and put one great big piece there. And then maybe with the same with the blue. Alright, that's about the same width. I might have to trim a hair off that. Yeah, I think this is the best approach. And then another of this width or there. Okay, we've got our spine, I think. Going to be less patchwork, but in my opinion, more durable for actual use. And that's one thing you learn in design school is design exists to facilitate readership, and you can apply that to so many things in life, you guys. If I make this journal and it's not usable, then why the hell make it? So I can't let the design affect the usability of the journal. It'll be great if it's pretty, but if it's not usable, then I might as well just throw it away right now. Right? Right. And a lot of people forget that when they're designing whatever. Especially sign companies along the highway. You can tell the ones who forgot that rule of design. A sign along the highway, boy, you better be able to read it from a distance and read it quick, because you don't get a second chance. Same thing with a journal cover. We have a graphics company here on the island that has a sign as you're coming to my house. They've used such fancy lettering on their billboard that you don't know that it's a graphics company. I mean, talk about stupid. Here you are advertising that you're in the business of helping other people advertise their business, and you can't read their stupid sign. I want to call them all the time and say, go fix your sign. It makes me mad every time I pass it. There we go. Hurry up. She wants to see the circles on it. All right, all right. That didn't take too long, did it? Man, you're a nag. Here's my free advice to you guys. Don't ever hire a boss like Eileen. I didn't exactly hire her. I think she volunteered. But you were so mad you called us, so you want to hire us? Okay, you've got a point there, Erin. You've got a point, girl. All right. I'll hold it up so you guys can see how we're coming. That orange looks really, really orange, but it's more of a salmon, red, yellow, light orange. It's really pretty. Volunteered, pushed your way in, same difference, yep. But if I didn't have her to boss me around, I probably would say, I don't know what I'm going to stream today. I'd take a day off. I'll sit around and watch Netflix and eat bonbons. Alright, now this time I'm going to start in the center and work my way out. This is a sweet, cool, awesome piece. I'm saving it. Up here I will. We don't have a real long one going this way. And keep in mind, this will be interchangeable. Which is the front and which is the back. You know, I always just think, well, we start with the front, but we'll use whichever side we like best. For real. I'm tickled that the magicals aren't moving more than they are. That kind of worried me. All right, see that big piece right there? It was wanting to pop up already. That's not good. All right, let's get a really, really pretty one. I think close to the spine back here, we can get away with a small one. Why did I just think of tacos? There's something wrong with me. Really wrong with me. Alright, I'm going to center this one above that one. That one's bright, bright orange. I'm going to have to get some of this glue off this brush. Okay, I'm going to cut a little bit off here. Bonbons and tacos. When you are a queen. That's true, Teresa. Hi, I don't think I even said hi to you earlier. Yeah, when you're queen, you can eat whatever you want. The problem with my queenness, however, is I have to fix it myself. And I don't think that's right. That's just wrong. Wrong. Yeah, the white shape up here. Yeah, it's just, there's a couple, that's why I like the ones with white. Just an occasional piece of white is awesome. Awesome. Alright, now my brush. I feel better about my brush. I have to save that one because it's so beautiful. When I just said beautiful, I sounded like my sister. Her birthday is tomorrow. I've got to remember to call her. Alright, now I want a piece. I'm going to see if I can fit a skinny one up here just for the heck of it. Perfect. Okay. I think I would like also, I don't think I cut as many skinny orange ones. I'll cut this one right in half and use one on top of the other just because I think it'll look cool right here. Oh, perfect. Sweet. That worked out nice. Now I feel like there's too many pieces going up and down like this, so I want some pieces going the other way. I think. Oops. That's got a little black square right there, but I'm not going to fight with that. We'll probably have to cover that with something, but that's okay. And that piece right there is absolutely crooked, so I definitely will be putting something in there to cover it. My bad. My bad. My bad. Alright, now I want a long one going this way. Yeah, and there's another one in there, so I know where the circle on this side is going. Cover it, my bad. Because I don't want to put another piece going the long way, you know, up and down this way. So, yeah, I'll cover that. And maybe it won't be distasteful. I don't know. We'll know later when we look at it. Say, well, that was stupid. Why'd you do that? Okay, and I got to be careful right here because remember that line right there is my spine. And I'm not crazy about, well, I can do a bigger piece. Oh, look at this one. That's one of those really luscious ones. It's going to go right in here, I'm pretty sure. Because it's too pretty not to. So, what do I want next to it? I'm going to put this one in next to it because it's the right size. Yep, and it goes all the way to the bottom, so that's what's going in there. Now, if I was being my normal anal self and this was for me and I wanted everything perfect, I would get out my layout table and all the sizes would be exact and all the pieces would be cut to fit, but I'm just not going to be that anal anymore. I'm going to try hard not to be that anal anymore. But that's how I would normally be. I would drive you crazy and myself crazy. For real. I'm not kidding. Oops, get up there where I want you. Alright, let's see. I want a green one down here. Now, I like this one. I'm going to cut it to fit. I don't know if Dee Dee ever saw that comment at her stream about what do the chickens chickens wear under their Scottish chickens wear under their kilt, where several of us wrote at the same time chicken tenders. I thought that was so funny. But you got to keep in mind I have the mentality of a 12-year-old boy. Where were you, Eileen? Were you at Dee Dee's this morning? I never even saw you there, I don't think. But I was, yeah. I was being busy. I really was. There's a couple places on here that I'm just not happy with at all, but it'll be okay when we're done. Oh, she did. She put it down. Yeah, because I thought that was so funny. I thought, how many of us had that same identical thought at the same moment? And how twisted are we? So a lot of us have the mentality of a 12-year-old boy, okay? Just saying. I'm not the only one, thank goodness. Alright, let's see. I'm going to put a... No, I don't want that one. Sometimes it's so hard being me, you guys. We did pretty good on the piece selections, or the size, and the number that I cut, because that one's going to look way cool right there. Right there, right there. And that's so cool a piece, I don't want to waste that. I'm going to cut it off. That's too cool a piece. I can't waste it. Sorry. I'll use it. Because that one is way cool. Way, way cool. Alright. It's coming along pretty good. I'm really liking this. I really am. Oh, I missed it at Xander's last night. I'm thinking I want this one, and it's a perfect size right up here. Yep, I think that's, well. Alright, it's going this way. But that one I want up there, because that's too pretty. It's got to be where you can see it very prominently. Very, very. We're getting close here, boys and girls. Very, very close. See, so this didn't take quite so long. I don't know how long I've been at it. How long? An hour? Less than an hour? And the magicals are moving on that one. I don't know why, but they are. Alright. I'm trying to keep this where you guys can see it. I like that piece a lot too. So, and I like this piece a lot. That piece is going to go really well right there. It's going to leave a little bit more black, but that's okay. It's too pretty not to use. Okay, I want a long orange one. This one will be good. I'm just going to cut it off so I don't waste that whole piece. Nope, don't want to leave that there. So, there you go. Trying to go back and keep my brush strokes going in the right direction, guys. Because when it's dry, you'll see. Of course, I can go over the whole thing, and I will before everything is said and done with another layer of matte and medium. This one is going to go right there. Can you guys see? Alright, we're so close. I'm going to go ahead and put... Alright, this is less than a quarter, it looks like, but we're going to use it anyway. Alright, I like that. Like it a lot. Gonna have a funky piece right down there, but again, I can always fix that by covering it with a circle. And a circle going off the edge will be a good idea, so I will put something in there, but in all honesty, it's gonna get probably covered up. I've got one here that fits. That's what's going there. And where's my line? I don't think I'm going to need one for there. Yes, I will. Alright. I'm going to have to glue it on there really, really good because I don't want it popping off. Probably I'll cover that anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright, there we go. That's one cover. We'll sit this aside and let it dry. Do you want to do another one, or what do you want to do? Tell me now, or forever hold your peace. Because I can cut more pieces, or I can quick dry this and we can put... Oh, you guys want to see the circles on it. I know. Never mind, it was a stupid question. Yeah, it takes a lot less time than the woven journals for sure. I like the woven ones though. And you know why I like them? Because they're so symmetrical. Some people wouldn't do that, but I'm anal that way. Whatever. Yeah, I'll go ahead and dry this and we'll put some, whoops, I got a place where I need some matte medium there after I just cleaned it up. It's wanting to pop up a little bit, so. And that could ruin the whole thing, you know, so I want it done right. And it's right along the spine, which we cannot have, I'm telling you. The nice thing about matte medium, I will say, is it dries fast. Alright, what color circles am I going to do? Well, I don't really care what color circles we do. I was thinking, I made all that Tim Holtz paper. I was wondering if any of those sheets, I could get those sheets out and see if any of them would look good on this. What do you think? Thanks, Mac. Because, yeah, I don't really care. Yeah, we could see if any of those Timmy circles would work. And the idea I like about that, and I don't know if you guys noticed, I'll just set this up here, and on this one, I did it on, I don't know if it was vellum paper, and I don't even know what I colorized it with, frankly. But what I like about it is you can see the pattern underneath. You know, the circles are there, and you know they're there, but you can actually see through them, which I think is unique and interesting. So, that's what I was thinking, is the Timmy tissue paper, I think, would allow for you to see through it. And if we need to make some, we'll make it. I don't really care. I'll put this in a little pile another little pile in my world is just what I need. I'm going to put it on a piece of paper where, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Excuse me. Let's see what Timmy paper we've got left over. I must have gone crazy with the green yesterday, Eileen. Geez, everything around here was green. Green, green, green. I've got blue and orange primarily. Ooh, that's a hard color, man. We might have to make some specific, because I don't think green is going to look good. I'll bring over everything I've got. I got to make sure that I've got Eileen's stuff set aside so we don't start cutting it up. All right, there's Eileen's stuff. It's going in with the pile of giveaways. Yeah, we made a ton of green stuff yesterday. A ton of green stuff. Oops. It's still damp enough that I'm going to move it out of the way. Well, I need it nearby so we know what we want to do. Because keep in mind, I'll cut the circles out. Did you not use mulberry paper on the other sheet? I don't think so, Teresa. I don't think so. I'm kind of thinking I used vellum. That would be my guess. That because it's see-through. It's either vellum. I kind of think it's vellum, really. I can't tell, though. No green on your cover. Okay. Yeah, because look at all this paper we made yesterday. Green, green, green. I must have lost my flippin' mind and listened to Eileen exclusively, because everything I did was green. Okay, this is like a multicolored. This is that one that we experimented with oxide inks on. This is my favorite, and I don't really want to cut it up. We're not going to use pink. And then the purple. I don't know. That could be kind of interesting. The blue part of it. See, I'm thinking a darker blue, like this color blue, and then edge them with black. But you can still see the black through it, see? So, and you won't be able to tell that until I get it down. So, I'm thinking I could either make a sheet of the dark blue. Let's just cut this one up. What the heck? We can make as much as we want. It's not like there's a shortage of magicals around here, you know. Let me go get that circle cutter. It's old-fashioned. And because the cover's not that big, I don't want very big circles, really. So you think I need to make more? Let me cut out some of these this blue down here. Yeah, I'm thinking that blue, that deep, deep blue is going to look really pretty. So, I don't even know if you can buy these anymore, so before you start asking about what it is and where you buy it, these Handy Dandy, and I know Eileen has them, it's a circle cutter that you use these with. And when you buy this, you ended up with all these options for circle size. So that's what I'm going to be cutting the circles with. And because the cover itself is not very big, keep in mind, when this is folded, you don't have much space here. So I don't want to overpower it with circles. So I don't want them large. I don't want them large at all. probably no bigger than these three, frankly. It is Creative Memories. So yeah, the cover itself is not real big. So I'll cut, it is Creative Memories. Okay, that's inside blue medium. That one's kind of big even. I think that's too big. I really do. We're only going to do the small and the I think this this cutting tool, frankly, is ingenious. That with so little stuff, you can get so many sizes, and I must have moved it when I did it, so I'll have to start again. Denise, isn't it ingenious? I mean, it really is. No, it's Creative Memories. And I have the oval one, too. Well, I actually had two sets of this because my mother had a set of them as well. My mother bought this for me, I think. Or she went to the party and I bought us both one. I paid for them, but she bought them, I think is what actually ended up happening. And keep in mind, I'm going to circle it with black, so... And I might need bigger, I don't know. Yeah, it's an awesome concept. It really is. Alright, that's red inside small. Red inside small. Alright. Yeah, this one, well, and I think it's partly the paper, but I thought they worked great. You just get a lot of waste. God dang it. That was my fault. My fault, my fault. My bad, my bad. I think the problem now is my blade is probably getting a little dull, and I don't have a way of getting a new blade for it. Alright, that's a good size, I think, for the circles. And this is where I want to cover up here. Tell me what you guys think. It's going to be hard to see. The thing is, you can't press hard. You have to just let the sharpness of the blade make the circle, and I think that's why it was tearing your paper. Pat, you were probably pushing down real hard. This one I'm going to go ahead and tear it and then straighten it with the scissors because I didn't finish the circle. But I think what's going to look really cool is you'll see the black lettering of the Timmy paper through it. And that one's kind of purple, but for whatever crazy stupid reason, it looks good. And I don't want to get too many, you know, so it's like 3 on the front, 3 on the back is it. But they're all kind of in the same family of color because that blue has the purple in it. So the I'm I'm kind of thinking those are going to work. I really am. And actually, even if I got into the green a little bit, it would be fine. The small one is the blue. Diddy, it's working fine. If you have it, you keep it and use it, girl. Keep it and use it. You never know when a cool tool like this is going to come in way, way handy. Look it, if I didn't have this today, what would I be doing to cut circles? I'd be looking on Amazon to order a bunch of circle punches, which I don't need either. Right? Right. All right. Now we'll just have to figure out where we want them. But I appreciate the offer, Dee Dee. You're so generous that way. That's why I be loving you. Yeah, this is like the oldest tool ever. I know I've had this over 20 years. Well, okay, figure Mom died in 2001. That's 16 years. Yeah, it's way over 20 years. Dee Dee has her Cameo. That's right. She could have 1,000,000 circles if she wants. All right, Dee Dee, send it to me. But don't go out of your way to look for it. If you dumb across it and you remember, awesome. Otherwise, don't sweat the small stuff. Life's too short to sweat the small stuff. But I like my little samples too. They still sell the blades? Yeah, see, I don't use it that often that I worry about it. Really. I think about it when I use it. And I definitely would not be ordering a Cameo or something like that because I want some circles. All right, there was that one icky place on there that I was saying I wanted to cover. Okay. I guess I could go ahead and trim it out so we could see the edges, because otherwise the black border is going to make the spacing deceiving. So let me go ahead and trim this out. I'm going to blow it first because it's hard to cut wet paper. Put your circles away because the heat gun will blow them all over. You don't have to plug anything in when you use the plug. There you go. I like this, you guys. I'm really happy with it. How long? Okay, here's Jean. Dee Dee, how long did you say, like Janet, that you didn't need a Cameo? Ha ha ha. Ah, Jean, don't even get me going here. It's not that I wouldn't use, well, I probably wouldn't use it, frankly. It's just that you get so much stuff. How much stuff do you need, you know? And I'll be the first to admit that I have too much stuff already. I really do. All right, that's 1 3/16. I'm just double checking to see that the mark that I think is my mark is my mark. Yes, it is. All right. I know this measurement was exactly 1 inch at the top. So I can cut right along there and it should be fine. No, I'm going to measure it. If I get this crooked just because I'm too damn lazy to do it right, it will make me so mad. So mad, so mad. So I'm going to do it right, the way I know I should. Yeah. Now, I want the entire length, 6 3/4 inches, and I should have a mark. Let me check it. Measure twice, cut once. That's some good free advice that I don't mind giving you. Alright, bottom edge is a little funky, but not horrible. I don't mind it. It's okay. Alright, and then this one we are going to cut from edge. We'll double check our measurements. 8 3/4 is what I wanted. And remember, actually, I probably should have measured from the spine over, but it'll work. On some of those, the woven ones, I had to fudge the measurements a little bit after I got it put together. I was 1/16, 1/8 of an inch off here and there. No big deal. Alright, there's our cover. We can go ahead and that one I'm going to have to, oh no, it was very good. Very, very good. Very, very, yeah, see, it's acting like it wants to be crooked, so I'm going to have to straighten it. There's that fold. Next time I will, I'll leave a little bit more space for the fold, but this is going to work just fine. Alright, there's our cover, essentially, okay, before it's all smushed together. Okay, this could be your front, like this. This one has some really interesting pieces on it, here, here, here. But my spacing is a little goofed up there, which means that's where I would put one of these circles to cover that up. I think the blue is going to work out okay, you guys. I really do. So I'll put a blue there, maybe a little bit purple down here, and then the little one maybe over on the edge. So what do you think? I could add more circles too if you think it's necessary. You guys tell me if you think it needs more circles. One thing that might be nice, thanks you guys, I might go ahead and cut some more. Because one thing that is I like, and I think it adds more depth and interest, is to layer the circles. And then also maybe have one going off the edge, not have a complete circle. It just kind of makes it feel better. I would round the corners. I think the contrast of the tiles with the round corners would be cool. Oh, you mean round the covers on the journal itself? That's easy enough to do. Yeah. Okay. Eileen and I think just the same. She said add more circles and have some going off the edge. So there you go. Brilliant minds. Brilliant minds. Brilliant minds. But, okay, another question I have before I get too far down the road here is, do you like the colors? Is this working? Oh, it'll be cool with the, because I'll go ahead and go around the edges of the circles and maybe add a highlight or something. So, yeah. I think on this one I'm going to do one. I'm going to do another smaller circle going off the edge down here, and I think I'm going to put it in green, believe it or not. That little hint of green I think will add an interesting pop. So there you go. Another thing is I could just do the Timmy paper white. It doesn't even have to be dyed, you know. Okay, I think that's probably a good number right there. I don't think it's too many. Oh, you guys can't even see. Duh! Alright, this is what I'm feeling right now. Is that even though there's 6 dots, because those overlap, I count it as one element, and it's an uneven number. So, and I'll outline them in black. But keep in mind, too, when they're put down, they virtually disappear. Okay, so I need 3 small ones. I'll do purple, purple, purple. So you guys okay with that? Okay, Mac's saying she's okay with it. I wish I had more of this dark, dark blue, but I don't. So it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Alright, so I need one more small one. See if I can figure out where this one's going to cut and see if I can get one right out of there. Because that's really the color I want. Nope, that's not going to work. Bad, bad, bad idea. Alright, we'll just use what we get. Not going to sweat the small stuff, you know. Alright, I've only got 30 more minutes before Jean is going to whoop me. I only need 2 more big ones. I like the mappage for sure. I'd like that to show through. Yeah, I think the blue one, it's the blade. I really do. Because this red one cuts a lot better. Jean's been at the bottle again. Oh my gosh, Jean, call me when you're going to do that, girl. Alright. Now, we've got enough, I think. We're going to take this blue one and replace it with a purple one. And we're not going to put all the writing going the correct way because that's anal, and that's what I would normally do. I want this green one with this blue one. So there's the 3, 3, 3. Okay, there we go. All right, are you guys okay with the colors and the placement? Can you see? You okay with that? It is what it is. I'm putting it down right now. I'll draw around it with, I don't know, charcoal pencil or something after it's down. I'll hand draw it. And then if it's not perfect, it's fine too. Who, Mac's been drinking with Jane. Holy crap. Alright, this is what we're going with. And I'm leaving it folded, so, oops. And I don't want the writing all going in the same direction. Alright. Yeah, you can see the writing really good. Maybe down a hair. Alright. That's where it's going to live, right there, because that's what where I put it. I'm going to go over the indents, because I think that's one of the things that makes it really cool. Gives it a little bit more extra texture. Oh, now the blue is definitely coming off the tissue paper. So I'm going to have to be a little bit careful with that. Do it quick and don't get it moving, because that'll make it ugly. And I don't want it ugly at this point. We've done good. Yeah, the tissue is definitely giving up the color. I'm having to wipe it off over here. So it's like you better get it down, let it dry. Now as soon as the matte medium dries on this, the color will quit moving. But yeah, on that blue one, boy, did that color want to move. The purple, not so much. All right. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm glad we decided to use the Timmy paper. Doesn't alter its looks that much, just adds a little bit more interest. Yeah, it acts like it's really wanting to move, Eileen, so that's something you got to remember. Hi, Barb. Thanks, Barb. Kind of interesting. I'm liking it a lot. I really am. Now I'm going to have to make a bunch of these to give away to these crybaby women. Swear to God, you invite them over your house and they want a bunch of shit for, oops, a bunch of stuff free. I'm kidding, you guys. I love to make stuff and give it away to you guys. Alright, here on the back, we'll do the same sort of thing. I really like that piece, though. I think we're going to cover up here where we've got the little pieces all together. Yeah, I think that's where that one's going to go. We'll put this one. I'm just looking here. Now, this is what I originally planned as the front, and I had less errors here. So, I want this one to go off the edge. I think that's a good place right there. And I don't want it to be like in a line, so I either want them close together like this. I think I'll do it close together down here like this. Some of it I just hate to cover up because it's too pretty. That one I'm going to cover right there. Oops. Put it right next to the purple. Alright. Yeah, that's good because then it's sitting against that orange background. Alright, is that okay? You guys can't see anything. Stop inviting you to my house, then I won't ever stop inviting you to my house. You can come on the internet or you can come in real life. I'm good with either. Actually, if you come in real life, I think it would be more fun. Just because then we could do stuff on the lake. See, I can't take you losers out on the Sea-Doo with me. Alright. That is definitely something to remember. The Magicals definitely want to move more on the tissue paper than on regular paper. So keep that in mind if you're ever going to do this. Because see, when the color starts moving, every brush stroke becomes obvious. And I don't like that, especially on this orange. See how it looks all blobby now? I don't like that. Don't like it at all. So now I have to clean it up. This one I had up here next to here. Now this one I don't care so much because I can brush it off the, yeah, just brush it right off the paper there. Oh my God. Sometimes I wonder about me. Alright, there. That one's fine right there. But keep a baby wipe handy so you can get those brush strokes because they're definitely messing with me. Hit the water, yeah. Oh, we could have pretty fish. You know what would be fun is on a holiday weekend when all the city buttholes come. I wish I could like go put coloring in the water, in the swimming pool water. Just because I'm that ornery. I mean, it's like, oh my God, the swimming pool is pink and it's got froth in it, you know, like put some dishwasher detergent and stuff in there. Yeah, and watch them freak out that their pool is all trashed out. Okay, now again, the purple didn't move like the blue. What the heck is going on with that? Yeah, this blue is moving, moving, moving. Alright, let me clean that up. Yeah, it would take a lot of magical to do the pool. I'd have to have a whole lot more money. I just think about stuff like that. I just like to, or just put detergent in the pool so when they jumped in it just bubbles everywhere. And then I could sit back and just laugh. I think when it dries, it won't be as noticeable, but I don't like that you can see the brush strokes with blue. So, all right, look at, we got that. I like that. I like it better now that everything's not just lined up like military. If you come to the States, they'll just send you home. You get a free trip home, eh? Of course, it may be in a police jet or something. Dish detergent and dry ice. Great smoky bubbles. Okay, Kat. Don't be giving me no crazy ideas. I come up with enough on my own. Alright, that's what it is right now. Okay, it's only 20 minutes until June, so I think I'll get this dry and get the black outline on the circle. And then we'll decide if we want to add any white highlights or anything like that. Alright. I love matte medium because it dries so fast. The whole thing needs to just sit and thoroughly dry. In fact, I think I'm going to let it do that before I start drawing on it. Because I can feel it's still a little bit damp. And yeah, I don't want to jack with it when it's still damp because at this point we've got a fair amount of time invested in it. I'm just enhancing the lines underneath the tissue paper. Well, it's still a little bit damp. It still will give a little bit, so not enough to tear though. Yeah, I like that. I'm liking it a lot. They just stick you on the next available flight? Okay, well there you go, see? You know, and I suppose there are a lot of other things you can do to add interest. I mean, if I really felt like it was bland or that it needed some extra and I may do this anyway. For example, on this one where we glued it all down, threw the magicals on, drew the circles, and then added the splatters. You know, you don't notice the splatters, but it adds just a little extra whatever. So I guess if I wanted, and I think I am going to add white because I think the white on here adds a lot more interest, and the white highlights on these bubbles add a lot more interest. Now I went around the edges of these squares with brown, and you don't notice it until you look up close that the edges of the squares have been distressed. I could go ahead and do that on this one as well. I could add either white or brown or something. And maybe on some of these where, can you see where this is just a little bit close? I may not like that so much. So I might go on this square with a permanent marker and add black just to square that up a little bit, you know, clean it up if there are places that really bother me about it. But see this piece, like that one with the purple just kind of smushing out there, I like that one. There's so many of them. This one is probably my favorite one, the whole thing. Jean needs spots. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad we picked that Timmy paper. I like the lettering, you know, I don't know. I think I'm going to, because Ratatouille, let's see, it's not 3 o'clock yet. He's not even off his arsenic yet, probably. I might sit here and do another one. Today's a long day for him. He had a lot to do, so yeah, I've got the extra cardstock out here. I might just do another one. It's very interesting. Yeah, I think I'm going to be sitting here doing one more. But I'm glad that I added that, the two colors. I think that's interesting. So if you've got any questions or anything, speak now. Speak up, speak up, speak up. The next one, you guys can pick out the papers for my next one. I could do another one just like this. I think I have enough paper left to do another one just like this. Because I've got all this paper left. Yeah, I can do another one just like this, I think. See if I have enough orange. Maybe I don't have enough orange. Oh, that would be bad. How did I end up with more blue than orange left? Okay, you want to see how to add additional inserts? Yeah, I don't have enough orange to do another one. How in the world did that happen? Anyway, sure, Grammy, I can do that. I'll grab mine. Move this out of the way. And here's just an extra journal. Okay, I'll take the whole thing apart to show you guys how to add the inserts, okay? And this one I haven't trimmed the elastic, so it's going to look like it's a big old wad of elastic back here, and it is, in fact, a big old wad of elastic. But they're threaded with two pieces back here. Do the longest one, and I will trim that up eventually. Go ahead, and these aren't stitched. But find the center of your journal and put it through that top longest elastic and center it. Okay, so right now it's like this. Okay, cut another piece of elastic, make yourself a rubber band, and it's about the length, just slightly short of the length of the journal or the insert. Put it through or around, find the center again, and put the rubber band like this around it. take another journal, put it like that, so that the journals are like this together, right? Thread the center one, okay, right between the two, right? Pull it down, and you've got 3 inserts. Now, if you want more than that, okay, right now you've got 3. If you want more than that, just go ahead and make another elastic band, right? About, you know, again, I'm going to set this aside. Get yourself another piece of elastic. And do another set just like you did with the second set. Put it in the center. Find the center of this one. Put the elastic through it, right? And you've got 2 books just like this again, all right? Now, you can go ahead and, on the last book, let's see, how did, oh, never mind. Just, you can use the elastic and add a book like this. You can add as many elastics in the center as you want, right? So for everyone, just add another piece of elastic. Or you could, if you did it this way, and there are a million videos on YouTube about setting this up. You could go ahead and just add more like this as well. Put all 3 of those books like that. See, because now I've got what? 5 inserts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And some people love their traveler's notebooks chunky, chunky, chunky. So that's, you can add as many as you want. You can just keep adding by just adding another piece of elastic, right? All right. Not sure you need spots, as it would just take away from the lovely spots on your papers. Yeah, I'm not going to add spots to that one. Did that answer your question, Grammy? Do one that will coordinate with the Timmy papers maybe, or would you prefer not to use the Timmy paper given it leaks Magicals? You know what, Mac? If I don't want the Timmy paper to leak the Magicals, all I have to do is go outside and spray it with a fixative. Yeah, just, I've got workable fixative that I could go spray it with. Or I could even use finish fixative, just any kind of fixative to set the inks, and then I wouldn't have to worry about it. I just didn't think about them moving, honestly. I made the inserts. They're easy. Just, yeah, cut the paper, or determine the size you want. Cut the paper to size. Fold it, trim it flush, and then cut your cover just slightly. I did about 1/8 of an inch larger. So it's a little bit larger, but with the fold, it accommodates it. So that beats that. Oh, okay. Great, Grammy. Grammy, do you do photos on Twitter or any place? I'd love to see it. Yeah, I do make my own inserts. But Brenda, I like on the these are a non-standard size. These journals, so I probably couldn't find a an insert to fit. So I had to make the inserts because I was going to send the journals out without inserts, and I thought, well, that's kind of rude because then they won't have inserts because you can't just go buy them. Now, one thing I will notify you guys, and I've said it before, is if you go into Dollar Tree, they have these little journals in there if you like a lined journal. And believe it or not, those lined journals at Dollar Tree fit in here just perfect. So, yeah. So if you have a Dollar Tree near you and you have one of these journals, go get the little K here. Yeah, journals, because they fit right in there. Make them very nice. I put 15 sheets, which turns out to be 30 pages, Teresa. The way you count insert pages is number of sheets of paper flat, and then when they're folded, double it. Same with a book. Or any signature, really. You've not seen those? Well, I saw this at, it was up near the register. So, you know, sometimes at Dollar Tree you have to look at weird places to find stuff. And if you guys don't like the elastic I used, switch out with whatever elastic you like. It's not a real heavy-duty elastic, but I'm not sure that these books are designed for a real heavy-duty use. I probably will stick this one in my purse. But I don't know. You did it the easy way. You bought a leather cover from Wish. Okay, see, I'm not even going to go on Wish. I'd say that I'd love to go to Dollar Tree and get you one, but the stupid thing about that is, okay, so I go buy you an inexpensive journal here and then pay gazillion dollars in postage to get it to you. That's ridiculous. I have an aversion to doing that. It seems cuckoo to me. You got the McGill Ruiz at Barnes & Noble. Oh, you will love that book. Actually, I was, I shouldn't admit this. Oh my God, there's something wrong with me. I was cleaning up in the library the other day. And I have a shelf up there where I keep journals and just kind of miscellaneous books that don't fit in, like the Dewey Decimal System. And, I thought, what is that stuff sitting on top of that shelf? And I have like 3 empty ones. I'm not kidding. I guess every time I went into Barnes & Noble, I bought one and just stuck it up in the library. Like, so now I don't have to worry about running out of them. Yeah. There goes my retirement. It's sitting up in the library on a shelf. Dollar Tree on Monkey Island. Why did that crack me up? Too much coffee and glue sniffing. We don't have a Dollar Tree on Monkey Island, but we do have a Dollar Tree in Grove and one in Joplin. Yeah, see, I've looked for stuff that other people have gotten at Dollar Tree, and I don't. My Dollar Tree doesn't have it. The one in Grove is pitiful. I won't even go in there. I know, that's terrible. What a flippin' hoarder I am. But it made my heart kind of happy to know that I have backups. Oh, jeez. Journal hoarder. So y'all can call me journal hoarder now and you won't hurt my feelings. I put 3 inserts in the giveaways. Chatty. Each one comes just like this. Book with 3 inserts. Yep. 3 inserts. And I love this this striped magical paper that Eileen told me to make. I love that. This is the journal that's going to unknown recipient. Yeah, I do leave the island. I definitely leave the island. Yeah, you'll get 3 inserts. And what I would do is, well, and I didn't do them all the same, but some of them have the grid paper, Some have the oatmeal cotton fiber paper, and some have just regular drawing paper. Okay, so you're not quite ready yet, Jean? All right, I'll just sit here and BS while you finish up doing what you're doing. But yeah, this is the journal that's going to unknown location. What does the inside of the orange one look like? I will look. Oops. Almost had a crack-a-lynch there. Let me see. Okay, you got the orange one. So the inside of it, believe it or not, is pink. But it's got a lot of orange in it. It's orange and pink. Because see, when you can use it either way. Like this side, there's a lot of pink and red, and then it starts going to orange, and but yeah, it's pink and orange. It's really pretty, really, really pretty. And then the inserts are yellow, orange, and pink. BS being a technical, of course, Mac, of course. So you should be able to make your own inserts when you get these. You can make it out of a 8.5 by 11-inch sheet. It's real simple, but you have some waste when you cut it out 8.5 by 11-inch. But who cares? It's only paper. But I tried to give you, like, I didn't put any ruled paper in any of them. The closest I came was the graph paper. And then I put some nice cotton fiber paper in. You have the hiccups? Oh no, that's horrible. Oh no, Button. Now what the heck? Hubby called laser surgery later this month in office, then insert. Rebecca, you have an unknown address? Well, for those of you who came late, this is another journal cover that we just finished, and I probably will make a couple more. So here in the next week, I probably will have another giveaway. Now, well, I don't want to say that because they are unusual size, and that's the problem is then I almost feel like I have to make the inserts. I didn't say you're going to get the cover and you have to make your own inserts. Because the inserts were a bigger pain in the butt than the covers, in my opinion. But I had the paper, so who cares? So I'll probably make a couple of them to give away. I like this one though. This one, the patchwork of this one makes me feel really, really happy. Happy, happy, happy. And I like the way the matte medium makes it feel. I really do. It's dry enough now I could trim it off. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll trim it. Find out what I want to go around the circles with. Here's an X-Acto blade. you'd think tissue paper would be the easiest thing to cut, but it has a tendency to rip, so you have to be really, really careful. Alright, now I'm trying to think, what do I want to use for around the circles? Black ink. Hi, Dora. Dora Brooke. Nice to meet you. Give instructions how to make the inserts. Okay. That's easy enough. And Beth's already made some. Cool. Alright, well, next time I stream, I'll go ahead and it will take about 10 minutes or less to show you how to make inserts. It's simple, simple stuff. I'm trying to think what would be the best product to use to circle, to highlight those circles. I don't want it to be just a pen line. I'm trying to think if I have actually, what I'd like to use is like a charcoal pencil or something. Let me see what I've got in my drawing pencils here. Isn't that a box of sheer goodness right there? I'm thinking this ebony. I'll do a test on the tissue paper before I actually mark on the... I don't really want a graphite sheen either, though. So that may not be a good option, because I'm going to get a graphite sheen here. Maybe this one. This is a black Artist Loft. Nope. Doesn't write good on there. Nope. Alright, I think ink is going to be the deal, because I'm not seeing anything here that isn't going to leave. I know I have a charcoal somewhere. Where would I put it? It's not in here. Well, here's one that I've never even sharpened. You're welcome. Black ink tints. That would be maybe a good idea. I have the ink tints. I have every kind of ink and product known to man. Let's see. Actually, a marker even, let me see. Oops. Well, that's going to make a big old fat boy mess. I'll have to clean that up later. See, it doesn't stick up. They don't stick up high enough that I could use something like this and just go around the edge. But this is more in line with what I was thinking of. Not black enough. I want black. Real black. So I might have to go with the ink tints. That might be a great idea. Now, where did I stick my ink tints pencils? I have black pastels too. Oh, I think I just came up with the idea. this, I think the chalk pastel pencils will be the ticket. Posca pen, possibly. Dollar Tree sites say you have to buy 8 of everything. What? Half their crap I wouldn't buy 1 of, and they want you to buy 8 of it? They gotta be out of their minds. Alright, this is more in line with what I want. It's a matte, but it's very intense black. Alright, found my problem. Or solved my problem. Found the solution to my problem. Yep. My niece got me these, and I've not really ever used them, so... Now, I will spray this with a fixative before I put another layer of matte medium on it. I really will. Plus, if I goof up with this, I can always erase it. Yep, I like that. Good solution. Yeah, I have a China marker somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Because I reorganize stuff all the time. Then I don't know where it is. So, Jean, just holler when you're ready. Because right now I'm honestly just killing time. Just killing time. I'm going to go jump in the shower and start some laundry and start dinner when I'm done here. Yeah, this was a good solution. I need to use these anyway. I love these pencils. Okay, Jean's ready. So there you go. You can start seeing now after I've gone around the circles with the black. Definitely makes them pop out, right? So, alright you guys. Thanks for watching. Head over to Jean's, and who knows what we'll do the next time. I might be making more journal covers. So, see you later. Jean, did you put your link in for everybody? Okay, Jean. We're on our way over. Thanks, guys.